Am I ready? I'm rusty.
I don't know. Are you ready?
Hello, I'm ready. Are we actually unmuted, Kyle?
I would like to think that the bouncing lines that pop up whenever one of us talk means that we are actually being heard by everybody watching.
The lines in, I'm assuming you mean OBS.
Streamlabs.
Okay, yes. Well, if anyone shows up, they'll have to let us know.
Yes. Oh no. I thought I had gotten this lined up, but apparently I didn't get it perfectly lined up.
No.
It's okay. We got some folks here. They can watch a box be adjusted slowly. You know, just the usual. Readjusting layouts for the umpteenth time.
Already?
What the? Come
Flying
on.
life.
It's okay. I really do need to hydrate.
Yup.
Oh well, can't do it from that end. Okay, there we go. Okay. For ease later, let me do this now. Pop the lid. Turn it around.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid.
The lid. There we go. Okay. For where the jug is placed, the lid was on the exact opposite way that you want it for ease of drinking the liquid.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
work.
All right. So hello. Welcome back. There was some stuff that happened last time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stuff happens all the time, but there was some stuff that happened last time.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? Were you there?
I was not.
Okay, guess I'll let you know what happened then.
Thanks.
So last time we were introduced to Voda, or the Voda guy, depending on if you're talking, if you're letting Grenell do the introductions. Voda woke up, poofed a book into existence instead of a weapon, and was looking at some notes and realized some time had gone by and was pretty upset by that. He proceeded to get some information from the townsfolk by introducing himself and having some extended conversations, like normal people do. And some of those folks include Brother Soren, who is actually a member of the Temple of Tyr, and was talking about how there's apparently an issue with the undead in the town, and they're worried about their winter's beginning festival and those undead causing some issues there. The undead were... The thought is that they're going after a relic of the temple. So I've been asked to... Or I was asked to go around town asking folks what their thoughts were, if they had any info, and then also act as a backup, I suppose, or reinforcements for keeping an eye on everything during the festival. Some of the folks in town included Craig, the blacksmith, who I'm pretty sure just wanted to get rid of me because I was keeping him distracted from his work, but he pointed me in the direction of Sven, a rather skittish elderly man who is always watching, but he caught them when they messed up. Apparently the undead had he sees them come and go during the night, and that they talked with some guy who was orange the day before. And in exchange for this information, I have to bring him a meal from the tavern. But I did afterwards get a chance to go out to the farmland of someone named Shelley. And the reason I did so is because there was a cleric from Enschel, who made their way through Miasto a little while back, and they stayed with Shelly. Shelly, a little ornery at first, but was willing to talk with me and give me a little bit more info if I did her a favor. And I ended up having to deal with some chickens of the abyssal variety within her barn. Wasn't that fun? It was a lot of fun. But taking all this information in, writing some notes down in my book, went back to the tavern for the evening, and just went about my business over the course of the night, as I do not need to sleep. But today, should be correct in saying this, today is winter's beginning, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And that is where we are going to be starting, I guess, is
Yeah,
right there.
couple tiny bits of information that might be helpful for you to remember.
Mm.
Just popping in. After talking to Sven, I believe the final agreement was that you would get him festival food.
Festival,
He
festival
realized
food.
the festival was soon.
Even better.
Also, after your conversation, after you were walking away, you saw him walk to a perfectly normal-looking house and go inside and shut the door.
Oh, shit.
Brother Soren at the temple. Yes, showed you the relic. It had a... I'm blanking on the name of the gem. I don't remember the name. It's an orange gem.
Mm.
It's out of my head right now. But you were able to maybe figure out it could be used for some kind of powerful spell. You weren't exactly sure why they would want it. Jacinth. That's the type of stone. Type of stone. And yeah, so Voda does not know the name of the organization and was kind of doing some poking and prodding. Yeah, you just are waking up this next morning. But before we get to that,
well, not waking up. I was awake.
Well, yeah, you stayed awake.
Yeah.
Let's funnel this in with our theme. And Kyle, you want to say the words?
Ah. Yeah. We will be right back. As we play some music here for you.
Play it, remember?
Right, you can. But we are in for a treat today with the Winter's Beginning Festival. We'll be right back, but grab yourself a drink, and grab yourselves a snack, and get ready to roll your death saves with advantage.
Hey, I wrote that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did not mean to roll 2d6.
Oh, no. What happens to me?
You burst into flame. End of your character, sorry.
Oh, but he's a what a guy.
He is a what a guy. Anyway, so yeah, you are starting your day.
Mm-hmm.
There's some time. You know, the festival happens in the later afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because today is that day, the day of the Winter's Beginning Festival here in Miasto. You got a little bit. You got somewhere in your information gathering. And is there?
Yes, one of the big things is I got a name. for the cleric that seems like it was on the right track at least. But that's nothing I can do. That's not information that's
Which
helpful
name
for
did you
today.
get from the cleric? You're saying?
No, I got the name of the cleric from Enshul.
Oh, yes. You have Deimos, yes.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
But that's not useful for right at this moment.
Not the most, no.
So,
See you indeed.
I suppose the only thing to do is to go down, have some breakfast, and I will. I think I'm just gonna see if they need any help at the temple getting things set up. I know it's like a big old festival and that it's a big thing for everybody in the town, but
Sure.
they could still use an extra pair of hands.
Yeah, totally. As you go downstairs to get your breakfast, you see Ags, the bartender,
Good old
hanging
eggs.
out. Grenell is down there chatting away as always.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Ags. Ags seems like he's opened up a little with Grenell. Seems a little more friendly.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the festival.
he grows on you.
Aye. And they kind of go back to the conversation. They get you some food. You go to make your way to the temple. As you walk outside, there's every monster ever. No, I'm just kidding. This is your little scene here. Can you see it? Okay.
Ooh.
Another shout out to that. It's a pretty popular website, but shout out 2-minute tabletops for the beautiful maps. So I've labeled the Temple of Tyr just for reference. I did not label the tavern because this is more like the town square area.
Okay.
You see that people are kind of hustle and bustle and setting things up. There's little shops. You've got Craig the blacksmith up in the top left there. I don't know that I used a token that made any sense for that. I just threw people around for life. But you see little shops being sprouted up. You see a stage here in the center.
Ooh.
Yep.
Is it like a raised stage
it's
platform
raised,
thing?
probably
Okay.
a few feet off the ground, and it's got a little. This side, there's a little step to get up. Oh, actually, Grenell was. If you listened in on their conversation at all, was going on and on about how excited he was that he was chosen as one of the musicians to play during the festival.
Well, you certainly build a reputation for yourself wherever we end up there, Drenel, so it's not too surprising.
It's certainly true. Well, you're better at the craft, in the clout, profit, as they say. So, yeah, you've made your way out. You see a few people. You recognize a few faces of people you've seen, but it's not like people you've talked to a whole bunch or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
As you make your way to the temple, you don't need to be on the map. You can be if you'd like.
I wanted to be.
That's fine.
Let me do
you make
it.
your way over to the temple. That tree was just always there. It's not like a new tree. But yeah, it's a little bit snowier today. You see Brother Soren outside hanging some decorations from the tree. He sees you approach. It's like, oh, Voda. Nice to see you.
Brother Soren? Just looking to see if you need an extra pair of hands to help out.
I think everybody's got things most under control. Want to help me with the tree real quick? He kind of tosses you some lights and some other little decorations, and you kind of see he's just going about, kind of wrapping them around. Nothing crazy. It's not like full on Christmas tree levels of decoration, but it's nice. It's some like silvers and golds and blues and purples and things like that. Less red and greens, more wintry colors.
Okay.
And he strikes up some conversation about the day before, asking if you've been able to gather any information about this evening.
Tonight I talked with I think what was his name? Sven?
Oh yeah, Sven. Okay.
Apparently he's apparently he keeps a close eye on everything in and out of that there graveyard. And apparently there's somebody new on there. It seems the undead may have recruited somebody new as well. But he saw somebody that he didn't recognize. But I think we'll be okay in that regard. I look over at Craig and I was like, got a vibe from Craig that maybe don't listen to everything Sven says. But
Well, hey Nick, how's it going?
hello.
Go right back to you.
But we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, I'd like to station. I've got some people watching around the town. No one too. Well, they're fighters if they need to be, and they're just gonna keep an eye out around the perimeter. Um, I'm gonna watch the temple as much as I can myself, if you don't mind keeping an eye out throughout the night.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, if you've got some time to just kind of see if you can poke around a little bit more, if you're able. I don't know how active they're going to be during the day, but
I don't foresee them being too active. I mean, is the undead? They're rather conspicuous, I would think. But yeah, of course.
I'll appreciate that.
And yeah, I'll just go about talking with. I'll chat up Craig for a hot minute, just while he's setting things up.
Okay.
Mostly just be like, just keep an eye out. Based off what we talked about yesterday.
Sure.
I'll just see what the different stands are.
Okay. Yeah, you see someone selling. Hey, 4 months already.
Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure.
Forbidden beans. What is that?
What is that? What is that emote? Beautiful. I'm pretty sure that because we didn't. Yeah, it's been a full month since the last time we did this game.
Yep.
So the 3 month was the last thing. How's it going, Walla? Thank you for the resub.
And thank you for stopping by. We're at a winter festival today.
Of all the children's beans which are forbidden to touch.
Oh right. No.
Very nice. And the bean pog, yes. Okay. Yeah, you see they're selling some food. There's a couple people. They've got a couple little games set up, but nothing is fully set up yet. But you see like a ring toss kind of situation, or like a little that kind of thing. Prizes seem to just be little knickknacks or samples from stores. You know, you got a lot of people running stores. Nothing that catches your attention too heavily.
Okay.
Yeah, this is again kind of in this nice little town square.
Yeah, in the town square, not too much going on. But can I make a perception check or something just to see if there's any questionable activity going on within like alleyways or anything like that?
Okay, so you're gonna search around the city a bit more. Okay, yeah. Throw a perception check in there.
Let's see. Perception. Natural 20 for a 22.
20. All right. As you're wandering around the town, so Voda never saw anyone from the Undead group before. But you do see down a couple different alleyways, and for you as the player, Kyle, one of them is the same one that Vatra was kind of called down.
Okay.
You briefly see a cloaked figure just kind of looking they're trying to play it off like they're not suspicious. They're not being like super like dodgy, but you kind of get a vibe that they're definitely
be suspicious.
They're kind of surveying the scene in a way that seems like, I don't know, no one else is acting like they are right now. They don't notice you immediately.
Are there any guards nearby?
There's not really any guards in the town.
Anybody, well, not necessarily guards per se, but like any folks that Soren that are...
Oh, jeez.
Oh, goodness. Thank you for adding to the horde there, Matricher. Thanks, Nick. Any folks that Soren has helping out nearby?
Uh, he pointed some people out to you before, and you see them. Yeah, there's a couple people nearby that you see.
All
They're
right.
trying to be relatively
In
unnoticed.
yeah. Let's see. Um. So, can I get to? Does it seem like I can easily get to a spot? With where I can like, what's some? Can I get closer to them but not be within line of sight of them?
That would be called a stealth check.
Okay.
I believe so.
The alleyway, just to specify.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
13.
13.
All right, let's see. Yeah, they seem pretty preoccupied with what they're doing. You kind of go down another alleyway, hoping they'll connect at first.
I'm looking to still be visible to the square area. Well,
Yeah.
the folks on Soren's side of
Sure.
things.
So you kind of stay in line with them.
And I'm gonna pull out. I have a dagger. I'm gonna pull out a little dagger,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna hold it up and shift it a little bit, but instead of like reflecting sunlight, I'm gonna do little blips with the light cantrip to just get the attention of those folks.
Okay. Yeah, the main one that was there, kind of looks over at you with a tilted head.
And I just gesture down the alleyway.
Uh, he looks around. Let's see if he can be inconspicuous enough. Yeah, I'd say so. He kind of sees the figure standing there and looks back at you and gives a quick nod, and he kind of starts to walk in that direction a little bit.
Okay.
Uh, and are you watching the cloaked figure more than him?
Um. Well, now that he's coming over, I want to keep an eye on the cloaked figure. Yeah.
Okay, so as he is approaching, the cloaked figure is looking around and sees him walking. It's not directly towards him, so he's kind of walking a little bit more in your direction, but not entirely. And they kind of start to dart back down the alley. Like that's too much activity for them.
This might be a lot, but as I see them duck away, how close are they?
Um, say like 30 feet, 30, 40 feet.
Okay. This might piss somebody off, or it might just not be who I think it is, but they need to make a dexterity saving throw as I cast Entomb and Ice
Oh
because
god.
it'll restrain them.
Yeah. That is a total 9. I don't think that's gonna make the save.
Ooh, no, it's a DC 12. Because my spellcasting stats not amazing.
Fun.
But yeah, okay, that's 2d4 cold damage. Oh wait, restrain for the duration. Oh, at the beginning of their turn. Okay, I'll roll that.
I don't think the damage yet. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so they are entombed in ice, and then I will run up, get up, circle around the back of them, or circle around them while they're entombed to see if I can get a look at their face underneath the hood.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me. See if you can see, because they've got themselves pretty covered up.
Perception or investigation? I mean, it's the same either way, but same modifier.
Yes, investigation doesn't.
Okay.
Either would pertain here, I think.
All right. 2 for a 4. Total of 4.
Yeah, the hood is just covering them up too much. You can't tell.
Okay. Then I will.
I'm gonna say 6 seconds has gone by, so go ahead and roll that damage. As it would be their turn.
Yeah. 4 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And I'll tell the person to get over quickly. How close is the other person?
They can get to you within
a round.
Yeah.
Then I will take a step back from the cloaked figure, down the alley a little bit.
Okay.
And since this person's coming towards us, I hope that they'll be able to block the entrance to the alleyway. I'm going to prep and hold an Eldritch Blast, which will stop my concentration on Entomb and Ice.
Okay, so the ice drops.
The ice will drop, because
All right, this figure.
I'd rather they be able to answer questions.
Okay, the other individual kind of gets the vibe of what you're going for, and
Got a book in one hand and just a little bit crackling light green with a tint of white energy in my hand.
you see them call. So the guard, we'll call it a guard. It's not a guard, but they call over another person. They don't get super close, but they kind of block the other side of the alleyway, so this individual can't run out.
It's just a hunch. It's just a hunch. But they didn't like having the attention brought to them, so don't let them get out that way. What are you doing here?
The figure turns towards you, and doesn't say anything.
Remove your hood. Now.
They let's see. They remove their hood. You do not see any skin. You see a skull. They're not decorated in any particular clothing other than just a simple set of clothing with this robes covering them. Can I help you?
One of you go get Soren.
One of them starts to head towards Soren.
What is it that you hope to accomplish?
Just enjoying some fresh air.
It's not often that you hear of an undead being able to strike up conversation. What is it?
It's not often
that what is it that you want? I don't have he doesn't have an answer for that.
You got a friend, or the two of you just both happen to be here by coincidence?
What is it that you're planning to do?
I told you, enjoying the fresh air. I live in town too. I look for things. If you want to try to intimidate or anything like that, you can roll.
Sure. 5.
Yeah, that makes sense for Voda, I think. Show of force, huh? Well, I'll tell you what, I can leave. I'm not too concerned about being here.
No, we would prefer if you stay. The people of this town and of the Temple of Tyr in particular have questions that they need answered, or at least they need concerns to be relieved.
Relief indeed. You notice, because I mean his hands are all under robe. You notice he's kind of reaching for something under his robe.
And I will let loose the Eldritch Blast at his feet.
I'll go for it. Attempt to deal non-lethal damage, or just
at his feet to get him to not do what he's about to do.
Okay, that hits.
Like the ground at his feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess roll. You can roll intimidation with advantage this time. I don't know.
Oh yeah, 11.
11. he stops what he's doing under his robe and he takes his hands out and he holds them loose.
Little
Well, if you're not gonna let me
skeletal
go, I'm
bony
gonna.
fingers.
Yes. I mean, if you're not gonna let me leave, I'm not just gonna come with you for no reason.
No, questions can be answered.
I'm not answering your questions.
I'm not the one who's asking. Someone else will be here soon.
I have no reason to answer their questions either.
And he's just gonna wait.
He's gonna try to run past you down the
Oh,
alleyway.
buddy.
Mm-hmm. That's a 2.
What would you like me to... Do I need to do like an
Uh,
opposed strength check of
yeah.
some kind?
Yeah, you can make a strength check. Try to stop him.
Oh, yeah.
See that one?
As long as I don't roll a 1.
Yep.
Oh! They're right there! Oh, no. Okay, that's a 13 at least.
Yeah, so you very easily are able to grab him as he tries to run by.
I would rather not put you back on ice.
Nice and chilly in there. At least I didn't have to listen to you speak to me. It's around this time. They're returning with Soren.
I hope that you're better at getting answers from individuals than I am. He's not cooperative, to say the least.
Oh, well. One of them all. I have 2 questions for you. And he kind of just looks back at Soren and tilts his head to the side. Said, what is the name of your organization? And what are your plans during our festival? And he starts laughing. The skeleton starts laughing back at him. You've been investigating us this whole time, and you haven't been able to figure out our name. And Soren just hands up. You can ridicule all you want if you answer the questions. He says, well, our name is not a hidden thing. We are the Church of Ambition. Our leader will. Yeah, we're not here to harm. We are here to embrace the leader who has given us our abilities.
Can I make a check of some kind for Voda? See if they know the Church of Ambition.
You can make a history check.
Not
It's
religion.
Ambition. No.
But they said church.
Yeah,
No, okay.
This is more
History.
you ambition than it is you knowing the Church of Ambition.
History check. That is a 14.
Nice. Okay. Again, you've heard the name Ambition. You know Ambition is the name of a kind of reclusive wizard who lives in Enschel. Has a tower. It's relatively well known.
Everything keeps returning to Enschel.
Is that out loud?
Yeah. Under his breath, at least.
Soren says, Ambition? What does ambition have to do with the undead? And the skeleton at that just... There's so much you don't know. This is amusing. We'll see you later. And he quickly grabs for something under his robe and mutters something under his breath. You can try to impose what he is doing.
Where is it?
Like.
Where is it? Ah, there it is. Charisma saving throw. I believe it's for my Starburst cantrip.
Okay. Let's do it this way. Roll initiative real quick.
Okay.
Just to see who gets to act first here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a big ol' 16.
He's a little too fast for you. He rolled
Dang
high.
it. Dang
And
it.
he does something, mutters something you don't understand, and he's vanishes.
A little mote of radiant energy sparks just above my finger and then hits the dirt.
Soren says, "Well, that's troubling. We have a name now, at least.
Church of Ambition.
There's still a few more hours before the festival starts. You brought a friend with you here, right?"
Yeah, he's very excited to be a part of the festivities.
Well, buddy system, bring him along with you if you're going to search anything out. I'm assuming he's capable.
He's capable of at least running his mouth. I do need a little bit of rest to restore myself to my full capabilities, but
This time. Why don't you do that at the temple so we can keep an eye on you?
on me?
Well, so that way you're not alone.
All right. Let me go get him, though. You never want to rush a performer.
All right.
I'll
So you
grab.
make your
I'll
way.
grab. I'll grab Grenell.
Yep. He comes with you. He's like, "I'm bringing my instrument. I need to practice. I need to practice."
Well, I'm gonna be. I need about an hour of downtime at the temple, anyways. So that's as good as
Oh,
place
okay,
as any
well.
to warm up.
Ooh, I haven't been over to the temple yet. I've mostly just been here, looking around at the tavern.
I mean, that's usual. So
Hey, watch it, you.
what?
He comes along with you, and yeah, he's practicing away. We'll give you we'll say it's like 45 minutes worth of time to rest up
Okay.
there.
Get my spell slot back.
Yes, indeed. Warlocks. Grenell is just checking something. Rather, I am checking something.
Mm.
Sorry, let me get a couple things here. Okay. Says, "Is there anything if I'm coming along with you, is there anything I should be ready for?"
Well,
Oh, hey, evening. We did. I speak for myself at least. Hope you had a good Christmas as well.
how you doing on your night? Let's see. Well, there's an undead problem, as I'm sure Ags mentioned once or twice, and that's going to be coming to a head at some point this evening, as members of the Church of Ambition are what the undead issue is in this town.
Okay. Fights seem likely then. And he kind of cracks his knuckles, and I won't do it because I don't want to ASMR people. Oh, Kyle's gonna do it anyway. Um, well, it's been a while since we fought together, huh? What a guy.
It's been a bit. I'd rather it doesn't happen too often, but here we are.
I'm excited for the spells Grenell has because they're all weird.
I chose as many weird ones as possible for Voda as well.
Yep. And how do you want to spend the next hour or two before things start?
Well, the first hour is just resting up.
Oh, I meant after that.
And then beyond that, I'm going to. Is the Jacinth visible from the front door?
No, it's in a back room.
It's in a back room.
Yep.
I'll talk with Soren. How fortified, defendable is this room here? Might be better if we actually keep the Jacinth somewhere that we can see it.
All right. I mean, it's as fortified as we make it. The temple's not exactly meant for attack. But yeah, I guess away from exterior rooms makes sense. Give me a minute, and he disappears with a couple helpers. Comes back with the the jacinth. It's still in its case, but they've covered it up and kind of pushed it into the corner of the room you're in.
Okay. Because I'd like to be able to keep an eye on things outside as well as on the gem itself.
Okay.
But, yeah. And just
Soren
keeping an
says,
eye out. That's really it. He's just going to be, after what happened this afternoon, just going to be extra vigilant.
Soren does ask, do you mind just taking a quick trek around the cemetery to see if they've changed anything around or if you can find anything suspicious? Just briefly.
Sure.
I just want to make sure. I mean, if we're able to pinpoint any specific line of attack they have, that could be useful.
I
And he
suppose.
calls some more of the guard over to help watch the temple.
Yeah, I suppose Granul and I can look around.
Okay. So if you head over that way, you you don't see Sven kicking around the cemetery, but you do know his house is nearby. So
Is there any food tables on the way?
yeah, you definitely can find one.
I'll get like a turkey leg.
Okay.
Or something.
Copper, whatever. So you grab. He did mention he liked chicken.
Chicken. Okay, I'll get some chicken.
On your way, you don't see. Yeah, you don't see Sven. If you take a quick perimeter check around the cemetery, you can make a perception check if you like for me. Make one as well. You can do investigation if you want to spend extra time.
Well, let's just do perception. And can I assist Grenell because
he's only got a 3. What do you got?
I've got a 2 in a lot of things.
Fair enough. Yeah.
The only things I have that aren't 2s is athletics, and the 4 things I happen to have proficiency in.
Sorry, I don't want his to be whispered. So I will roll that. Ooh, 20.
Ooh.
He says, "Well, the mausoleum definitely looks like the most well-kept area in the whole place. If I had to guess, they're meeting there."
Mm-hmm.
You said there was an older fella you were looking for?
He's around here somewhere.
I don't see him
Out of game, do we
Yeah.
happen to come across the point in the fence where Vatra broke his way through?
Yeah. You find that for sure. Yeah. And I was like, huh. That's somebody made their way in here recently.
Would we be able to tell if it was like affected by heat that allowed it to be bent, or does it look more just like it was like brute strength?
I'd say it'd be hard to necessarily tell. It doesn't feel hot to the touch.
Oh yeah, it's been a couple days.
So, it looks like it wasn't much of a struggle for whoever did it.
Okay.
Sorry, excuse me for a second. Sorry.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah. You don't see signs that anyone has very recently been through. Just from looking.
Okay.
You're welcome to check it out further if you'd like.
Yeah, if I could do like a survival check to see if there's like a decent amount of foot traffic, or if it's just like somebody went in and out once or twice.
Sure. Yeah, survival's fair.
Okay. Would I have advantage from Grenell helping?
Yeah, you can throw you some help.
Okay. That is, I guess I rolled a 12 because I got.
Man. Double 12s.
Yeah, double 12s.
Yeah, I'd say you can tell by the lack of footprints that it doesn't seem like it's been used often.
Okay.
You find a footprint or two that look about the same size as yours, which might be helpful.
Okay.
Not that people don't have the same size feet, but
No, no, but like, is there like a boot print? Like you can tell that it's like the same
you
shoes.
you can tell it's you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we need to go in there?
No, no.
All right.
It's just something to keep note of, and we'll let Soren know. I'll go to the perfectly normal looking house that Sven could bring food to for himself,
Sure.
with my chicken for him.
Okay. As you approach the house, it's pretty plain. It's like just a standard little one-story home. The windows are covered up,
Hmm.
but he was kind of a weird reclusive dude anyway. That wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
surprise you too much. Um, do you go to the door?
Oh yeah, I'll knock.
Okay. No answer.
Sven, I have festival chicken.
You wait a minute. No answer.
Can I like either ear to the door or near one of the windows just listen to see if I hear any sounds coming from inside? Not
Sure. Grenell will also do this, but I'm gonna say we're gonna roll them separate.
yeah, perception.
Um, whichever. Honestly, again, it's listening, so probably.
Okay.
Roll as well.
That's a 13.
And an 8. Neither of them hear anything.
Okay.
Grenell doesn't either. Yeah, you're hearing nothing. You don't see any lights on from what you can tell, but the windows are closed up.
Okay. Well, maybe he just doesn't like when people come to his home.
Make
I
an
will do
intelligence.
I do want to do like a quick little walk around the
Okay,
entire house.
fair. Okay, so as you're walking around now, you can make an investigation check for me.
All right. Save modifier of 2. Oh, yay. Higher
Yeah,
number. 19.
19. You notice at the back, one of the back windows is broken open.
Glass on the ground, or is
Yeah, I
it
guess battered.
well, is the glass on the ground outside of the house, or would it look like it got broken into the
Mostly
house?
looks like broken in.
Okay. Grenell,
Yeah.
are you ready for a potential scuffle now?
Oh, you betcha. And he is going to take a look through some things. He'll give an inspiration out. That's the best thing to do. He'll play a little quiet ditty.
What is his inspiration die?
I believe that he has a.
Is it a
Doesn't start with
6?
D6. It should still be a 6,
Yeah.
I think, but let me double check. Yeah, it's a 6. Yep, not until level 5. Level
Okay.
5, it will become a D8.
You mean he's not a level 20 bard? Come on.
He's the same level as you. How convenient.
For you. So are there any doors nearby, or just like a back door to the
No
house?
back door.
It's just
the
the
back window.
okay.
Mhm.
Well, is like the whole window broken, or is it just like one
Enough
spot of
that
the
someone climbed in.
enough that someone can actually climb in?
Yeah.
All right. Be mindful of the glass, and I will. If there's a curtain, I'll like push it out of the way first.
Sure.
Do I see anything in that immediate area in the house? If not, then I'll just
I'm
climb
gonna say
in.
no. You can just climb in.
Okay.
Grenell follows you in. The scene. So it's pretty dark in here, but as you've opened the curtain, some light is making its way through. You just see you've kind of come in through the kitchen.
I'll cast light on my glove so
Okay.
I can actually see more clearly.
Sure. And the two of you are kind of slowly making your way through. Yeah, you're currently in a kitchen. There's no door. It's kind of opens into a couple other rooms. You see a bedroom off to one side. The door is open. You don't see anything in there. And as you make your way into the main front living room area, you do see a body on the floor.
Oh, and
The
I'll
head facing away from you.
um I will cautiously approach.
Yeah, Gretel's going to do the same. It does not appear to be moving.
I pictured Sven as having like dark brown, crazy hair.
It doesn't
Um,
look like Sven, but it appears to be wearing the same clothes Sven was wearing.
I mean, two people can have the same outfit, I'm sure, and I'll just cautiously approach and roll him onto his back from his side so he can get a look at his face,
Sure,
at their face.
the face doesn't necessarily look. You don't recognize it, but again, definitely wearing the same clothes Sven was wearing before. Um, make
Can I?
we're gonna do a couple checks.
Yeah.
Probably, but the one for sure. Uh, well, you know what? Go ahead, do what you did first.
I was just gonna medicine check.
Yeah. So go ahead. Medicine. I'd say if Arcana is better, you could do some Arcana.
It's the same.
Okay.
All
Adrenal.
the
Let's see. Is he proficient enough in this to help out? He's got a decent modifier for both. So
I'm gonna do medicine.
sure, he'll assist you in your medicine check.
Oh, only the first one. Don't know why it rolled twice.
22.
22. Oh, yay, 22. He
Yeah, I
assisted.
give you advantage. Yeah. um, there's no breath here. This person is dead. And there's no stab wounds or attack wounds. You're guessing that this was some kind of psychic attack.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do I know of any psychic attacks that would alter the appearance of somebody, maybe?
Make an Arcana check.
And I'll use the D6 from inspiration. A 6. So the 8 and 6, that's 12. No, 14.
14. Nah, you can't think of anything that would be both of those things. But
Okay.
you can imagine that if someone was concentrating on something that made them look different and they were to die, that would probably drop. Make an investigation check for me.
All
Now,
right.
you've rolled the body over slightly, but you didn't fully move them or anything like that.
Do I still have assistance or no?
Yeah, yeah, I'd say so.
Natural 20, 22.
Right. Yeah, you definitely notice his hand, he's kind of laying like one arm above his head and the other to the side. And his hand appears to be like outstretched and pointing towards the other side of the room.
Okay, I'll follow that line that from his finger
Okay.
to where he's pointing.
That leads you to a desk. One of the drawers seems to be open and kind of ransacked through.
Okay. Are there any like notes or anything that are left?
There's a couple scraps of paper. Nothing too intense there, but if you want to check out the drawer, you're more than welcome to, or check out the drawers on the desk. There's some papers and things in them. Nothing that seems too much of value at first, but that one drawer was the only one opened.
Well, seeing as how if this is Sven, they are somebody who goes through the extensive process of masking their identity. I would like to check for traps.
Okay. You can check for traps. Go ahead and make a because your skills are the same. Investigation. Yeah. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
This case would probably be investigation.
It's a big ol' 8.
Big ol' 8. It doesn't appear trapped.
All right, we're good. We're going in.
Grenell
yeah.
says, "I'll look too. I'll take a peek just to make sure."
Yeah, see, we're good.
Also an 8.
I told you.
You go to just check around with these drawers. As you're feeling around that drawer that's empty because it's open, the bottom seems to like move a little bit.
I'll pull out my dagger and like run it along the edge to see if I can like pry up if it's a false bottom.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it'll lift.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll just pry open the with my dagger.
Yep. Okay. Can you make a con save for me?
Aha!
As you prop it open and you start to see some gas release from the drawer.
Ronald, what the hell, man?
Sorry. He's gonna make the con save too because he's right there.
That's a 12.
12. Let's see how he does. 14.
Maybe I shouldn't have used his inspiration on the
No, you're okay.
on the Arcana.
It's not a ton. Neither of you save, but you don't get poisoned, but you are going to take some poison damage.
Do I have anything? Nope, that's acid
It'll take
resistance.
9 points of poison damage.
That's
It'd
a
be
lot
worse,
of
but it's not
health.
great. Yeah. Ow, ow, and you're kind of coughing, but you were able to open it, and you do see a small little notebook inside.
Is it just a notebook, or is there like a little lock on it?
Just a notebook.
Okay. Okay. Well, we've got this.
Hey, boss, let me help you out there. And he's gonna first cast Cure Wounds on himself, and then also on you.
Thanks.
So 7 for you, and 9 for him. He's back to full health. So,
okay, I'll open the.
Okay, so you open the book. There, mostly it's empty. There's a couple random scratchings throughout it.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Explosive runes.
No, no check on the book. You do come across a page that catches your attention.
What language is it written in?
It's just in common.
Oh, okay.
And it reads, "I am sorry if it has come to this. I was meant to protect the town, but if I have fallen, I fear that some grave danger could present itself." And it says, "Please, if you are reading this and you have good intent, you will promise to help protect them here. Even get them all out if you must." And it's signed, High Illusionist Svengard Highgazer. I'll put that in chat for you.
Okay. That's exactly what I was expecting. High Illusionist. Is that a title up for like a specific organization, or would I know if it's just like in general High School of Magic?
High School of Magic.
Wizards in general use that.
He in this world, yeah, that he's a wizard who has studied illusory magic to the point of gaining using it as a title. Yes.
Okay, so that's just like there's no like specific organization involved. It's just
not as far as you're aware.
Okay. We need to go back now.
Okay.
If they were able to take out somebody of this standing, then we need to talk with Soren about the best, if not way to safely get everyone out of here, the best countermeasures that we can have in place.
Okay. As you are making your way back, you hear like the first little ramblings of music start from the festival, as it is starting to kick up a little bit. You arrive back and you see Soren and the rest of the guards that they seem like there's been no fighting here yet or anything of the sort. You see some families gathering around, children playing. The booths are a little more active. People are starting to line up and get some food. There's a little bit of dancing in the square.
That's what I was worried about. Soren.
Yes?
How well did you know Sven?
Well, not really at all. He came by once or twice, but he was usually a bit of a menace, to be honest with you.
We found this in his house. He's no longer with us. Let him read the note.
Yeah, he reads it. Oh, that's alarming.
Yes. What is the best method of getting everyone to evacuate? And if we can't do that,
I think the quickest measure is get them to their homes. We can't be having the festival under this. Um, come with me. And he runs outside and he runs the center of town and he hops up on the stage, interrupting musicians.
How big and heavy is the case that the Jason thing was in?
Uh, it's like a glass case. You could probably move the case to grab the relic if need be.
Yeah, I would at least. I would. I don't know if it's the relic or is the gem like embedded in it, or would I have to take and I'd have to take the
You
entire thing?
you'd if you wanted to get it out, you'd have to make a check.
Okay. And the relic is like a
It's a staff.
quarter staff or something
Yeah.
with that. Yeah. Um. I'll keep it covered under the fabric, but I'll
Okay.
take it out so that way
Okay.
it's not being left
Left alone.
unattended.
Sure. You make your way to the center of town, and he makes a big announcement of everyone, please return to your homes. There's potential danger afoot. Uh, please lock yourselves in, get to interior rooms, and stay away from the windows and doors. More information to come as soon as possible, but please be safe. And people start to panic and run
As you
in all
do.
directions towards their homes. The shopkeepers at first are trying to get things safely put away, but then realize there's no time. And people are starting to run. Maybe not as fast as they all should, but what can you do in that situation? At this moment, you hear a loud sound coming back from the temple. A small explosion of sorts.
No. I'm glad I grabbed it.
Yep. I'm assuming you run back to the temple.
I'll casually walk.
Soren comes running with you and Grenell. I'm going to move you on the map. You first go inside the temple, and then you realize there's a big hole in the back wall now.
Ooh, I can just go in that way.
Do you want to go through, or do you want to run around?
Well, I don't think we closed the door, so I'm just gonna take a look into the main chamber,
Okay.
the main hall.
Right before that, we're going to take just a couple-minute break. We'll be
Ah,
back. Sorry to do it right then, but that is the necessary time.
nah, it's fine. Give me just a
Be
sec
back
here.
very soon. I'm just going to mute myself.
Do. How y'all doing? We'll be back in a couple minutes here. But where is it? Here we go. Let's go with that. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Okay. We'll be right back. Sounds like we're gonna have some fun. Doing a little bit of a fight. But we will see you soon. Okay.
All right.
So that amount of time was a lie. No, it's fine.
Babies and changing and things.
It was I put extra just in case.
All good.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, how are you approaching getting to or through or around this temple?
Well, wanting to. Well, I assume the front doors would have still been open from when I ran out with the relic. Do I just see the hole in the back wall from there, or no?
You see it starting to become a hole. There's a little bit of a hole and some cracks. They're not broken totally through yet.
Um. I would probably, or I would close the doors.
Okay.
Tell Soren to have it. Oh, tell a couple of the guards
Yeah,
to stay at this door and go around back with Grenell and Soren, just in case whatever caused the explosion was trying to get into the room that the relic was normally kept in.
Okay. So you're making your way around essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you make your way around, we're gonna switch the map on over to this scene behind the temple. As you make your way around the back, you see a couple skellies.
Ooh.
Bigger skelly that Kyle will recognize, but Voda does not. Unfortunately, I never made art for Brother Soren's token, but he is with you. And Grenell's with you as well.
I am still on the map of the square.
It, but I didn't drag you over.
No.
Bummer. There we go.
Ooh. Oh no.
Yep. But there's 3 of you this time, so it should be slightly more okay. They were just placing some kind of explosive on just on the back end. It doesn't seem like they knew exactly where in the temple they were trying to get into. Just in general, why they chose to use an explosive, who knows? So,
well, these ones seem more like the brute strength variety of skeleton.
That is certainly fair, and they are going to roll initiative just like you are.
How did they know?
I should probably clear off from the fight from last game, and I'm going to get some tunes going. I don't have any of the tunes I've written in Roll20 yet for fighting, I don't think, so we will use...
All right. Well, I didn't roll the worst ever, but I rolled a 9.
Is health not on the token yet? Where is that option? Sorry. It's being weird. The other day I tried to add health to a token and it just would not work.
No.
Okay, it's working now. Good.
Not allowed.
It's working now. Okay,
oh,
so initiatives going around. Sorry. Hey, that worked. Good. I gotta roll a bunch of them. Boop. Oh, I don't want to hide Soren's rolls either. One moment.
It's okay. We see it on the initiative tracker at least.
Well, I just mean for the fight itself. Because he's on your side. Therefore, more interesting if you know what's going on. Grenell, there you go. These things.
Well, you still had Soren's token selected.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
Weird. Well, I guess we'll fix that and give Grenell his 18 then. Soren rolled a 3. And Grenell rolled an 18. How did I do that wrong? I don't know. There we go. Sorry, rolling for other things like this. We're going to do them as 2 different turns because that makes my life the easiest. I don't need that one then. Sorry. Roll 20. Come on. Can you listen? There you go. That should be a whispered roll. Good. Oh, wow. That one rolled well.
Oh, no.
And let's see about the big one. I don't even have a sheet open yet. What am I doing?
We can get that macro set up for next lecture. Yes!
Oh, no, that's fine.
Ha Lower than me.
That's okay. So, I believe Grenell's going to be starting things off. So, Grenell turns to you and says, "Oh, it's been a while." And he throws his...
I hope you're not too rusty.
Oh, he smiles. This should be fun. and he is going to cast a spell
Counterspell.
at the biggin. He's casting a cantrip called Telekinetic Trip.
Ooh.
And it has to make a dexterity save or it falls prone.
Nice.
I don't know why its sheet became tiny. Interesting. Dexterity saving throw. Which is... Sorry. That's Grendel's DC. Unfortunately, saves by 1.
Oh, no.
But, just kind of says, well, I can inspire someone again. That'd probably be useful. And he will inspire you again with a quick little tune. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Here's another d6. And he is going to say, well, I'm not the melee guy. And he's going to back up a little bit. To which the skeletons are going to start their turn. This one's going to run up to Brother Soren. Brother Soren, by the way, decked out for the day, wearing full-on heavier armor. And wielding a pike.
In here, I just thought you were looking extra buff under those robes. No.
The skeleton's going to lash out with its short sword as it came up close. That is still going to hit.
Mm.
Roll high, but only 5 points of piercing damage. Soren's looks all right with it. Takes the hit well. Just kind of smacks against the armor and grunts a little. He's all right. The other one is going to draw its bow and fire at Grendel because Grendel cast a spell before. So it's going to take a short bow. That's another high roll for attack, low roll for damage. So Grendel's going to take 4 piercing. Grendel's health is also not on the token. I swear I set these up. Wait, that didn't work. See, that's what the issue that was the other day. Like, I would do the thing, and I click HP, and it's just not filling it. Weird. Yeah, let's do it on a sheet. Doesn't matter. 4. Okay. Nothing else for their turns. That one's going to stay where it is. They scowl, make weird skeleton noises. Voda.
Okay.
What you doing?
Well, I'm going to hope what worked earlier on the guy in the alley is going to work again on the intimidating one in the middle.
Sure.
I'm going to need a DC 12 dexterity saving throw, otherwise it's entombed in ice.
Sorry, just checking something. Entombed dice on the big guy?
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah, only a DC 12.
Okay. You rolled a 15. Managed to break out, unfortunately.
And you said both Soren and Grendel got hit?
Yes.
I'll throw Grendel some healing light.
Okay.
He's already used...
Neither one of them look too hurt, to be honest.
Yeah, he's already used a couple spells for healing today, though, and I don't want him to have to worry about that again right now.
So he heals up 3.
He'll heal for 3.
All right. He nods and thanks.
Okay.
That bonus for you?
That's a bonus action for my action and bonus action.
Okay. Very warm in here. All right. What's your action doing?
That was Entomb in Ice. That's action, bonus action.
Right. I forgot you did that. Okay. Well, the big guy just kind of makes a sneer at you. Didn't like what you tried on him.
Mm-mm.
And he's going to come up towards you here. Sorry, this character sheet's like not letting me scroll. I gotta reopen it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's gonna walk up with this longsword that he's wielding, come right up to you and take a swing. So Grenell is going to use a reaction and use a spell called Unluck on that,
Oh.
which is going to give disadvantage on the roll, which is canceling out a crit, but you still do get hit for only 8 slashing damage instead of more.
All right.
So yeah, you see Grenell kind of pluck the instrument on his back and point at you, and just like a ray of just energy just kind of goes out towards the skeleton and gives it
Okay.
luck on the roll there. Sorry, wow, the character sheets is doing that thing where I can't scroll until I reopen them. It's annoying. Nothing else from the big guy.
I'm not quite bloodied yet. Getting there.
Yeah, they certainly don't hit light. Brother Soren's turn. You see him wield this big pike. He says, it's been a while. And he kind of brandishes it up, and he's just gonna go for it on the skeleton in front of him.
He gets multi-attack, right? No.
Not quite yet.
Dang it.
Although... you know what? He's actually... I believe that's an action, but before he swings, he's actually gonna try that instead, because they're all within 30 feet of him.
Ooh.
So he is going to use Channel Divinity for Turn the Unholy.
Turn the Unholy.
Turn the Unholy. Which means they all have to make Wisdom saving throws, or they are turned for 1 minute, or until it takes damage. Which could at least get them out of your hair briefly. Wisdom saves from these skellies first. Wisdom. 0 and a 6. Those are fails. And the larger skelly is going to go for his wisdom save. And that's a 4. So they are all turned. They have to spend their turns moving away from Soren, but I don't think that means they can't attack at all.
They would take the dash action, it says.
Dash, yeah, or try to escape from an effective moving. Or it can dodge if it can't move. So that is certainly helpful.
Hang on. There we go.
I turned them all away.
They turn around.
They turn around. Literally what turn means. Grenell understands that this is a chance to... If he knows he can't attack them, Brother Soren says, we have a minute. So Grenell says, okay. And he will prepare a different cantrip, I think. No, he will actually just prepare his... He doesn't really have too much range with weapons, so... He's not going to actually prepare an action. He's just going to be ready in case things are starting to happen. The skeletons both are trying to dash away in this direction. I'm going to call the edge of the map where it can get to. They're further than that, potentially. Voda, do you do anything before this other one moves?
I cast Armor of Agathis on myself at 2nd level to give my 10 temp HP.
Alrighty. That is helpful for sure. The Swordbreaker skeleton does not seem happy about running away, but runs in this direction, as that is away from Soren. I think because they're forced to move, you can't get an opportunity attack.
I don't. I think I can, but I don't want to.
Okay, fair enough. So they have all started to run away. Soren.
Ooh, can I bonus action Healing Light myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Soren says, "That's only going to last a minute. How do we want to take care of him?" Healed for 7, by the way.
Yeah, healed for 7. I would say that big one seems to be quite the threat. I'd rather deal with that one now than later.
Aye. And he is going to, with that, he will... Yeah, he's going to run up to you, and he's going to cast Heroism on you. Because he has Heroism.
Oh?
Boom.
What does heroism
Gives
do?
you immune to being frightened, and you gain temporary hit points equal to his spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. And when the spell ends, the target loses any remaining things. And that's concentration for up to 1 minute. So each round you will gain temporary hit points equal to his spellcasting ability modifier, which is 2. No, 4. Sorry.
It doesn't stack, though, with mine, right?
I would think not.
So,
But you're immune to being frightened.
It's there for when I get hit.
Yep. And that happens each round, so there you go.
I would rather not get hit each round, but I'll take it.
Renal, noting that he was just told to go ahead and attack this thing, is going to go ahead and attack this thing with... That's not Grinnell Sheet. That's the one he's going to attack. What am I doing?
It hits itself in confusion.
He doesn't... he'll try to trip it again. And that is a dex save from Biggin. Because that could be handy. It fails, and it falls prone. Right, we'll say it's right about where it is.
Okay.
Thing. The other skeletons continue to run away. Kind of off. Soren's kind of positioned himself in a way where they're running kind of out of town. So they're going to be off the map.
Let's see. Conditions prone.
You'd have advantage on melee attacks, but disadvantage on ranged spell attacks.
I wasn't sure if it would have disadvantage on dexterity saves, but that's not a thing.
I do not believe so, no.
It has disadvantage on attack rolls, though.
Yes.
That is actually a thing.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Voda, brings us to you.
I need to mark off a spell slot, so that way I don't think I have any left. I'm just gonna think that it's relatively dexterous because it avoided my Tomb of Ice, and I'm going to Starburst it. So it's a Charisma saving throw. For a big ol' 1 damage if it fails.
DC 12 Charisma save from the Biggin. It rolled an 11.
Woo! I'm on the board.
After a -3, so.
I'm on the board. 1 point of...
Pog, by the way.
Nice. 1 point of radiant damage.
It's taken damage finally.
And I will move up to it.
6 extra. No, it does not. You move up to it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's its turn. It is no longer running away because of...
Sorry, one other thing as a bonus action. I'll cast the Hoarfrost spell on, or cantrip on my dagger again. So that way, it's like some of the mist coming off of my Armor of Agathist coalesces onto the blade itself. So now my dagger does extra cold damage.
It's gonna stand up and using half its movement, and it will try to swing at you as it is now no longer turned.
Aw. No turn.
No turn. It's gonna use its longsword again. It's a 22 to hit.
Just barely.
But it only did 4 slashing. I rolled very low.
But it takes 10 cold.
Yes, it does. And it doesn't. It seems to go through perfectly fine. Not extra or anything like that, but. Very
Okay,
good.
okay.
Soren's gonna get up here. He is going to come up close. He wants some fun in the action. Stand right next to you. And this time he's actually going to use his pike here.
Pike.
Which, yeah, that makes sense. And it's going to try to hit. And you know what? He will bonus action. Unless that's also concentration. It is. Never mind. He does not want to drop heroism on you. So he will just make that swing. Which does hit, but he rolled low, so only 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, natural 1 on the damage.
Yeah. Alrighty. That will bring us to Grenell, who is deciding if he's willing to go up and hit it.
Yeah, he can hang back. He shouted that he's not the melee guy.
Oh, you know what? He'll do a cantrip. He has another cantrip called Hamstring. which hits. And now it needs to make a save. These spells are weird. So Hamstring is arrow of Eldritch Energy. Send it to a target you see within range. Make a ranged spell attack. Hits. Takes 1d4 force damage. It cannot take reaction until the end of its next turn. So he just got rid of its reaction. It only did 1 force damage. It cannot react. Has no reaction. The skeletons are long gone at this point. Running away super far. And back to Voda.
All right. Let me just turn my ice damage back on. There we go. And I'm just gonna try to stab it with my icy dagger now.
Okie dokie.
Hup. 22 to hit.
22, that does it.
Ooh, max damage. 6
cold.
piercing and 4 cold for a total of 10 damage.
Alright. He didn't like that too much.
I don't know that anybody would.
He is going to... Is that...
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. He's going to pop the short sword or long sword into one hand and pull out a short sword in the other, so he can make 2 strikes. And he's going to swing 1 at Soren and 1 at you.
Unfair.
Yeah, you know. So the long sword at Soren, because Soren just hit him. Well, you just hit him too. The long sword is Soren. That is a miss with a 10. A very, very low roll. And for you with the short sword, he swings out 19, I'm assuming hits.
Yeah, you're...
6 piercing, but he takes another 10 cold.
That's the end of my...
Been at 8 temp, but 4 of them were armor. So you're down to 4 temp because you would have gotten it from heroism.
It doesn't stack. Temp HP doesn't stack.
It has to completely go with.
Yeah.
Gotcha, never mind. So you're at
0 now.
0 temp, but you get 4 on the start of your turn.
Yeah, but it dealt out 20 points of cold damage, so it's a
Yeah.
job well done there, spell.
Bloodied now. Getting hurt. It's a hardy one. The fact that he turned the other 2 away definitely helps. Soren, he's just gonna keep attacking. Yeah, he doesn't have heroism on you, so he's gonna do this. He misses this time, only a 6 on the roll.
Oh no.
But that's alright. He will... There's not too much he can do as a bonus. That would be helpful. Oh, you know what? He will cast Sanctuary on you. Because that's not concentration.
I would like to argue that he knows I get to act before the skeleton, and if I attack,
That's
Sanctuary
very
drops.
fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. He'll do it on Grenell. Because Grenell can assist without attacking. So Grenell has Sanctuary on him now. And it is Grenell's turn. Grenell's aware of this, so will not attack the skeleton directly. Instead, he will... He will... probably just hold. Yeah, He will hold another one of the hamstring. Or, is that a concentration? Oh, weird. It's one of those things that's duration is instantaneous, but is labeled as concentration. What does that even... I guess you can concentrate on it until it happens? That's confusing.
That's weird.
It's probably just a mistake.
Yeah, I think it's just a mistake.
Although maybe the point is that it
Oh,
dropped in their concentration.
when coding it, they may have just put it instantaneous. Or they may not have meant to check the box.
Yeah, that's possible. Okay, so he'll prepare that with his action. That could be useful if need be. Skeletons, no. Voda.
All right, I'm gonna do what I did last time.
What you got?
Well, first I get. You said 4 temp HP.
Yes, you do. Because
I get 4 temp HP from heroism.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna do what I did last time, or at least try.
Okay.
And I would like to use my inspiration.
Okay.
13.
That just misses.
No.
Yeah, he needed max to get that hit.
No.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have anything. Bonus action. I will. Soren has been hit once, right?
Yes.
I'll expend my last healing light on Soren as a bonus. Big ol' 1 point of healing.
He thanks you. It does become the skeleton's turn. If you have nothing else.
No, that'll be it.
You would have known that the skeleton does not have reactions currently if you wanted to move. Because of Grenel's spell.
I thought that was just last round.
It just got back to its turn. So, you would have been able to do it on yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it can't swing it at you. But it will swing at Soren, because Soren's right there now. With both hits, because he's got both things brandished out. Heroism is concentration, so how many checks if he gets hit here? Let's go that one and that one. He misses with both hits. An 11 and a 10. I rolled very low.
Ooh, those would have even missed me.
Yeah. I mean, Soren's a paladin, so. High armor. It doesn't like what just happened, but it can't really do much about it. It is going to move towards you. It doesn't like what you've done to it. And Soren will make an attack of opportunity as it goes by. With his pike. And he misses, unfortunately.
No.
But now is his turn, and he will come in to flank. And go for an actual strike for his turn. With advantage.
Oh.
After 1 and then a 9. That's not going to do it.
Womp womp.
He just kind of curses. And Grenel will... Oh, that worked before, and he'll cast Hamstring again at it. How'd he do? And he's not gonna do it. Everyone's missing this thing now.
No.
Back to vote.
All right. Well, now I'm flanking, so let's go for it. Just attack with the Hoarfrost dagger. Natural 20, 24.
That definitely misses.
No.
That is.
Whew. 6 for another 6. That's 16 points of piercing and cold.
It's still standing, but it takes that hit pretty hard.
I do have 2 daggers. Can I make an offhand strike with a dagger as my bonus action?
Do you have multi-attack?
It'd be my bonus action for 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, you have 2-weapon fighting.
Well, no, 2-weapon fighting in general. Offhand, I just don't get the dexterity bonus to damage. Or the ice.
Do you have that ability?
Everybody has that ability.
Oh.
The 2-weapon fighting style is what lets you do the extra damage.
I never knew.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Okay. And that is 3 points of piercing damage.
Nice. Another 3.
Sorry, 22 to hit, and then 3 points of piercing damage.
That'll hit with 3. Your other dagger had something special going on. The one you just hit it with in your offhand, probably not so much, because you did not cast Hoarfrost on it or anything.
No.
So that dagger, is a little bit worse.
Oh no.
There'll be a -1 to damage rolls with that dagger. Just so you know.
Gotcha.
Yep. You feel it hit the bones on this thing, and it just
gets a little warped. That's my entire turn. That's my action and bonus action.
Right, anything else for you?
Actually,
Yes.
reading Hoarfrost again, I would have to. I don't make an attack with that dagger because I have to recast Hoarfrost if I hit.
Oh, okay. So you would do that instead.
So I would have done that instead.
Okay. So undo those things. Fair enough.
But yeah. Yeah. That is my turn. I like staying where I am.
He's gonna try to swing one sword at both of you at the same time for fun. Long sword at you. 16 hits.
Yeah.
That's 11 slashing with a higher roll here.
No.
And he misses Soren though.
Oh boy.
Soren's like, oh, did you take another? That before, but that was the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he does do anything like that, it's gonna drop his heroism spell
Smite doesn't drop it.
on you.
No, just like Divine Smite.
That's true. That is true. Divine Smite didn't end up on the spell sheet. I know it, like, for some reason. That's super weird. Let's just... Like, usually... Doesn't it end up on the spell sheet usually?
It's usually, if for Paladins, it ends up as like a damage modifier.
Yeah. He would have done that before, had I been thinking. Alright, so... He will swing with the pike. 19's gonna hit, and yeah, he'll smite it. He's only got first level spell to go with. It's not even asking me. I forgot to do this. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Here, just rolling again to get the smite damage. 11. Whew.
It's an extra D8 because it's undead, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. Was it already 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
3.
would be another one.
Let's see it. Another 6 on top. So how much damage altogether?
12 plus 11. 23.
Dang.
23 points. It's still up, barely, but it took that hit hard. It's on its last leg for sure. And Grenos' last leg, you say, and he runs over, and he's going to stab it with a dagger. Because he's got... Oh, no, his sickle. He's going to pull out his sickle. No, his dagger has a way bigger attack bonus. Dagger. Giving it a go. How did he do? 21 for 6 points of damage, and Gretel kills it.
Oh, that little shit.
So, his kill stole you, and this thing just kind of falls into a thing of bones. Although, his dagger takes a permanent takes a -1 penalty, but I think... Let me reread if that goes away. I don't think it does. It's permanent. That is a permanent -1 to your offhand.
Well, maybe we helped Craig out enough that he'll fix up the dagger for Grenell.
Anyway, so that danger is those skeletons are long gone. This one's dead. What do you do?
Going to... Well, real quick, I'm just gonna either Sacred Flame or
Move you back
Starburst, just hit this thing with some more radiant energy, just to fully cement that it's actually Dunzo.
Yeah, it interestingly enough does not have any kind of fortitude or anything like that. So.
And then I'm gonna rush around to the front of the temple.
Yep. I imagine you all rush to the front of the temple. So all three of you rush to the front of the temple, and you see all the people have started to flee, like you were hoping, but you do see a figure standing in the middle of town near the stage, actually on the stage. Um, and it is a skeleton with more fancy looking robes than all the others. Kyle, as a player, this is definitely High Priest Incus from the Church of Ambition. Voda does not know that. Because Voda did not meet him. And he is holding something in his hands. It's hard to tell from the distance you are at.
Well, it's definitely not the Jacinth.
It is definitely not the Jacinth. You can check. You were still holding. You probably set that down while you were fighting. And
well, since I couldn't do 2-weapon fighting because I had to keep re-upping Hoarfrost.
Just held on to it. That's
just
fair.
held on to it.
Yeah, you're rushing there, and he is.
Though I would say that in the Stuffle, it's probably revealed at this point.
Sure. He hasn't. He's doing something. What do you do? You are where you are.
Well, seeing as how things have gone, how they've gone so far today.
Mm-hmm. I'll keep the music going just for the mood.
Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
That is a 16 to hit.
You're gonna fire this, and right as it goes to hit the edge of the stage, it just seems to be. It seems to hit some kind of barrier and just dissipate.
Soren.
And at this point, with that noticed, this skeleton looks up at you, and again, it kind of drops the hood, and it takes whatever it's holding. Again, you can't really make it out from your distance, and it snaps that, and you kind of just see some kind of energy dissipate from it, and he says, "You are too late. This had to be done." And utters a couple words again as he finishes breaking it with this happening, and then suddenly there's this huge eruption of light on the stage, and you can't see him at all for a moment, or much of anything in that vicinity. And as that light it's like a bang, almost flashbang style, and then as that goes away, in his place, you now see something much worse, much worse appear. You see this skeletal looking dragon. Kyle's terrified. Just good. And it looks at you and starts speaking to you.
Soren, run.
Everybody is kind of starting to hide in the temple, but this thing is very loudly speaking to everyone it can. And it says, "I have ascended in the place of our missing leader, Ambition. He lacks the mindset to do what he should with his power, and I will deliver upon this world the destruction he is unwilling to." And then it spirals up into the air, unfolds its wings, looks down towards the stage in the center of town, and unleashes this terrible lightning breath that just destroys the stage. It doesn't... It kind of spreads to a couple of the nearby buildings. Again, people have ran away. You don't know if it has damaged people in these homes. And it just looks at them. It looks at you one more time, and it says, "This will not be the last you see of the Dracolich Incus." Naming itself Incus. And it flies away. What do you do immediately following this?
Just fucking I keep sweating and like drop to one knee in exhaustion.
Sure. Soren, instead of hiding away in the temple, is now running to those homes that he saw get hit by this. And you see him come back a moment later with a small child. And he brings her close to where you are. And he slowly, then quietly lets you know, away from her, that it appears that whoever her guardian was just killed in that attack. But she looks afraid, but he tells you that he is going to make sure she's taken care of. Do you try to talk to her at all?
I'm not going to lie to you. There's nothing that can be said or done right now that can bring them back. But the thing that did this is no longer here. So for now, you're safe. If you wish to get revenge in the future for something like this, talk to Soren. He can lead you down the good path for that. The right path for it. Brennel, let's check on others. See what we can do. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty tapped, so.
She looks to be like 5 or 6. She's rather small. A human. She kind of wipes a couple tears away as much as she can and thanks you. She asks you what your name is.
Voda.
And she says that her name is Lua. Says, "Can you stop that thing?"
Not now. Not by myself. But I have a direction I need to head in, and a person I need to find. They should be able to help.
Okay. And she kind of runs over to Soren, who's consoling her. She's saying thank you, but I'm sure Voda feels many different things currently. Throughout the rest of the day, you kind of make sure other people are okay and help what you can in kind of repairing some damage. It appears everyone else is uninjured. You, I imagine, probably don't immediately like rest too much.
After, I want to go around and make sure that help how I can, but something that I think that folks will need, and I'm sure Soren and everyone at the temple would agree, is for there to still be some festivities. Well, Grenell, we run around making sure everybody was okay, and as a result, you've got a pretty big crowd. Why don't you play them the song that you're known for around here?
That can happen.
And as I assume this would go on into the evening. As the sun is setting, I'll just reach up and reach out to like this if there's like a star at the top of this tree.
Sure.
I'll just cast light.
Bring them a little bit of hope in the moment. Okay. Soren comes to you a little later. Grenell is able to get everybody kind of, it's a somber tone. Somber song. I'm going to keep it relatively quiet because it will have singing in it. But Soren comes to you. You see he's carrying a small sack of things. And he says, it's addressed to both of you, but I cannot thank you enough for your help here today. I can't help but think that without you, that Miasta wouldn't be here at all. I believe you mentioned you were on some mission that you were not fully aware of, but I I can't help but think this is related in some way. So you should go find Deimos, the cleric, and follow whatever tasks you are needing to. And we will be here to help however we can. And he gives you this small sack, which is filled with some coin.
Hmm.
It is filled with. It also has an amulet inside. You're not sure immediately what it is, and a sending stone, which he tells you is linked to one that he owns the other half of. He says it isn't much, but it should help you on your journey. The amulet, he tells you, and this is nice and fun, is actually an amulet of health, which, if you don't know, Kyle, an amulet of health.
Is that the thing that bumps your constitution score?
Right up to 19.
Oh,
yes, it does.
My gosh.
It does take attunement.
Yeah, it does.
But it is a rare item.
And it's also real nice.
Yep. He says, I have a feeling the stealing of the jacinth was more of a distraction. A rumor spread to get to our ear. Although perhaps not. Maybe we were able to stop them from something even more terrible than what they did.
Maybe. But we can't talk about hypotheticals. There's no reason to. What's done is done.
Hi.
We'll head out tomorrow.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that you probably, again, we're gonna make your check because you are going to rest.
Yeah, resting for the evening.
So let's do that quick before we finish up.
I would attune to it before resting for the evening.
Excellent. Yeah, give that con a 19.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me. Yeah, that gives me an extra 6 hit points.
Yes, it does.
But you said wisdom? It's wisdom first, right?
Wisdom save with advantage.
18.
Oof, okay, I think that's a fair roll. So we'll stay with that one. You do feel a little more powerful when you wake up, but we'll take care of that next time.
Hey.
Definitely level 4. We're gonna say they both level up for the sake of ease.
Oh yeah.
Grenel's leveling up with you because he did the fighting too.
Haha.
So we'll take care of that. I'm not gonna do that right now, but you can roll the hit points quick if you'd like.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Seeing as I have new ones from your.
Let's do that. Let's go for it. Oh. It's whatever. It's fine. It's a 2 there, but I do get that con bump.
Yes, you do.
So.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we're gonna end that there for today. It got a little intense at the end. As I was writing it, I was like, yeah, we could do the thing where you fight it for a minute and a fight you can't possibly win, but if I throw a bigger fight at you first, that's not going to work. So we didn't go that route.
Nah.
Yeah, Dracolich. Big old Dracolich is claiming that ambition isn't willing to do the right job. Yep. Well, anyway, thank you, anyone who was able to tune in. Much obliged. Thank you for the lurking and whatnot. We should be back in 2 weeks, back on normal schedule. The holidays.
Yes, holidays.
Yes. In terms of streaming in general, I think Kyle has world building. You doing that tomorrow? Is the plan?
Should be happening tomorrow evening as planned. I
don't know about probably nothing going on Friday because it is the New Year's time.
We do not have anything going on Friday.
Good. Okay, so potentially Saturday. I should be able to do the music stream, depending on what's going on. But at the very least, we'll be back next week with the thing. Let's get that raid out there. Oh, Jarl's still going. All right.
Jarl's going. Yeah.
Raid to Jarl. Share some love. Share some bean pog if you got it. Share some pog if you don't.
the Moist King.
Indeed. All right. Well, thank you again.
Thank you for tuning in. Those of you that are watching on YouTube or are listening to the podcast, do know that we live stream this every other Sunday, typically at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every other Sunday. But have a great day, and we will see you next time.
Bye.